So we've got very flat seas, middle of winter. So what happens when we have flat seas, really cold water, middle of winter, and a full moon as the sun is setting? Well, let's find out. Cold westerly winds blowing from Antarctica. I'm hoping there's going to be a bit of an opportunity to catch something. At the moment there's like this much swell. It's about 6 inches. So I'm hoping that there'll be some fish come right in close to where that water's stirred up. It's full moon tonight, so moonrise is shortly, and that'll be coinciding with the sunset. So moonrise, sunset pretty much coincide together. I'm just hoping there'll be something decent coming close here and I can get into it. So my rig today is, I've got a sliding swivel. On the end of that trace there's a 4-ounce sinker, so I should be able to cast that out a fair way. From that swivel comes down to 2 hooks. Got a small hook, smaller hook, and then a bigger hook. So I'm putting a squid on there and hopefully that'll do the damage. The barometric pressure has risen since this morning. It was 997 this morning. It's now risen to 1015, so it's been rising steadily all day. So let's see how that affects the fish. There are lots of different theories on barometric pressure. Some people believe that a falling barometer can really turn the fish on to bite. Others say a rising barometer is better. So my aim is to try and find out for sure by keeping a close eye on the barometric pressure as I fish, to try and establish which one's the myth and which one is real. Stay tuned. So using a squid, so I'll drive that through there. It's about a 6/0 hook, and I've got like a 3 or 4/0 hook up the top, just like that. They swallow that down, you're bound to get hooked. Beautiful looking bait. With shallow water in close, I might be able to walk out a little bit onto that sandbar and just cast out a little bit further. Try not to get too wet because that water's cool. Water's cool, air's cool. Okay. Well, let's hope there's something in close. So my second rod, I'm using a half pilchard on a 4/0 single 4/0 suicide hook. Like that, and a half hitch around the tail, maybe 2 half hitches around the tail, like so. There we go. So usually with a low swell and offshore breeze blowing, there's usually not too much stirred up water, so fish tend not to come in close unless it's, you know, some bigger species that can't find any stirred up water around reefs out wider. They may come in looking for the likes of, say, sand crabs or maybe squid in around the edges, where they wouldn't normally come in to that depth of water. Okay, we can only anticipate what's going to happen and hopefully something, and then it's not just a donut. Anyway, we'll keep trying. So there we go. It's been out for like 10 minutes, not been touched. So we'll throw it out again and see what happens. I'll still wander out into this water so I can cast a little bit further out. It's getting deeper as the tide comes in. It comes back up into a little bit shallower water. Something's grabbed this bait and it's swum towards the shore, which is quite weird. But I still can't feel anything on there. But the line's gone way off to the left. Oh, keep winding, who knows? Oh, there's something there. But really totally lacking energy. Totally. Might perform yet. Holy blow, what is it? It's a salmon. Look at the size of it. And it did nothing. Still doing nothing. It's got no energy at all. Oh well. The moon coming over the horizon.
And what a beautiful moonrise it is.
Okay, moonrise, a bite. Take it. Gee, so soft on the bite. Just picking at the bait, like they've got no energy at all. I'd like to see it go whammo and then just take off. I don't even know whether the bait's still on there. I'll just leave it for a little bit and just in the rod holder. Just monitor what happens. Here we go. Just one hook through there. One up near the top of the hood. Maybe a half hitch around there as well. just to hold it in place. Let's see how that goes. Very unenthusiastic. You just see a slight touch of the bait, of the rod tip is just flicking a little bit, and then that's it. I'll just move it a fraction and just see if they're going to attack it. Not looking like it. Oh, what's biting here? Oh, feels like a tailor. Again, I can hardly feel anything. All I can feel his weight, no fight. A little bit of fight in the white water. Tailor again, but no energy, absolutely no energy. Oh, he bit me off. Okay, legal tailor. Anyway, all right, I'll put some gang hooks on now since I got bitten off by that tailor. I've got 3 gang hooks, full pilchard. We'll see how that goes.
Now back to the other rod.
Getting a bite. This is on the squid. Remember that swell is down to about 6 inches or less. So I'm putting a gang hooks on this rod as well. Too many tailor out there. Just picking at the bait that's biting the hooks off. So here I've got a wire trace on, plus the gang hooks. Oh well, here goes another pilchard on gang hooks. See how we go. Oh God, they're soft. They're just really just touching that bait. Well, this one might be on because the bait's moved to the left. And it's probably swum back in again. It's swimming right into that white water right at the edge. Yeah, brought like 40-50 metres of line in. Still can't feel the fish. It has swum to the side, so there's a fish there. Yeah, they're swimming in towards that white water. So this is the squid again. It looks like a tailor again. Oh no, a salmon. Yep, no fight though. I think you can go back in, mister. go. I've got a, not sure what it is. A little bit more fight than previously. It's actually pulling the line. Amazing. Still coming fairly easily though. Just having a bit of a fight every now and again. I'm not even going to try it. Oh, I lost it, I think. No, maybe not. Just have a bit of a head shake. It's hardly a wave to bring it in on. Oh, you can see him shooting through the waves there. Oh, maybe it's a little Jew, little mulloway. It's a tailor. It's a good tailor too. IG. It's a good tailor. No wonder he had some fight in him. And he was foul hooked. He was hooked under the underneath. Check out this tailor. It's a snodger. It's a good tailor. I think it's close to 60 centimetres. So that was the only fish that's put up any fight, but when you have a look at the size of it, it doesn't need to do much to put up a reasonable fight. I think there's a couple of things at work here. There's the fact that we've got the moon rise. That's when the fish were starting to bite. And then it went quiet. Now we've got this dry westerly wind blowing, which I've got some theories on this, which nobody else has ever come up with, not that I've read anywhere or seen anywhere. And that is, you often see people when they get the westerly winds in the winter, they feel lethargic, they feel drained, they just feel pretty awful. And I think it affects the fish in a similar way. Salt water is a damn good conductor of electricity. Now when you've got these dry westerly winds blowing, it's actually putting positive ions into the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is loaded with positive ions, the electrons have been wiped off, and you're left with this positive ions in the atmosphere, and that's what makes us feel lethargic. That transfers to the salt water, because after all, salt water is a damn good conductor of electricity, and it transfers to the fish. And if you study this long enough, like I've been looking at this for 5 decades now, and it repeats the same cycle over and over and over again. But I don't think anyone's come up with any good theories on it, except that's my theories. Anyway, I'll stick with it because I think it's pretty right. Oh, 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 here we go. Oh, this is a good fish. Might be the one I'm after. Again, it's swimming in towards the beach. So I've lost the weight of it. I can't feel the weight now as it's coming in, but it's gone along the beach a little bit as well. I'm going to take off again. Come on, mister, come on. Make it a good one. No! The damn ray. Oh, they know how to ride those waves. Oh, I might have to hand line him in. Ah, broke off. There you go. Yep. He's a heavy mother.
So after many more casts and nothing, just a few baits being picked at, I finally got one more.
We have a small salmon. Little bloke, again no fight, just swimming in towards the shore. Anyway, he can go back home. Whew. Didn't mess around, off he goes. So to sum up the night, around moonrise there was a bit of activity with good bites, catching a few salmon and tailor, and then it just died. I caught that ray, and then I had baits that were untouched. When a pilchard stays out for half an hour and you bring it in and not even a crab's taken it, you know it's quiet. And that's how it was tonight. This low swell certainly doesn't stir the sand up too much, so the fish are pretty much reluctant to come in too close, and as there's no food there. Anyway, it's been a cold night. I had to put shoes on, my feet got really cold. The fish had really no energy. The biggest tailor I caught, around 60 centimetres, it had a bit of fight in it, but not for the size of the fish. It didn't fight to its size. With regards to the barometric pressure, it's continued to rise. It's now 1019 hectopascals. It was about, I'm not sure, about 1014 when I arrived, 1013. So it's risen 4 or 5 hectopascals since I've been here. This morning it was 997, so it's risen like 22 hectopascals, which is a fair bit in what, 12-14 hours. We'll make a note of that and continue to monitor this barometric pressure to see if it is really having any effect on the fish. Anyway, it's time to go, so like, subscribe and share with your friends. Catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.